welcome back to part 7. This is where we're going to try and keep track of our score. I'm going to go ahead and stop my previous code and reset it just so that we can see where it starts at the beginning. So right now I have my scores initiated at 0, but I don't have them update anywhere in my code, and I can tell that because I don't see win and I don't see cat score mentioned anywhere down here. And if it were updated, those words would appear down here, so I know that they're updating. Where are we going to need to have them update? Well, we're going to need to have them update in our if logic, right? We need it to tell who is winning. So when this scenario occurs, if cat, which is the user, picks rock, and the list, which is the computer, picks rock, it's a tie. So does anyone get a new score added? The answer is no. Nobody's score should be updated, so I actually want to print the cat score and win, and I want to print them exactly as is. I don't want to add anything to it. So I'm going to think about how I want that to type. Again, think about our difference between print and input. Input allows the user to type something in. Print just prints it on the screen. Do I want the user to be able to adjust the score? Probably not. I want it to automatically happen. So in this case, a print statement would be better because I don't want that to happen. And then I want it to keep track of the computer score. And I'm just going to space out. We'll deal with some formatting here in a minute. Computer, and I want a player score. Okay, or user or whatever. In my case, my player is cat, so I'm going to do cat score. And then my computer score is win score. Again, these do not make sense, so please use some better terminology than I am using, as this will not get you full points because it is very confusing. It makes zero sense unless you're sitting in on these lessons watching my video, so that I'm explaining what it means. So if I note win score, think about, do I want it to find win score, or do I want it to just print that? And in this case, I just want it to print win score with a colon so that it tells the score, and I want it to put the score right next to that. So I'm putting this in quotes so it'll print win score, and then I'm going to have to put in that number. So remember that we can use comma or plus to do so. Note a difference between comma and plus. Commas can be used for any types of data, so strings, integers, all of that. Pluses have to be the same type since these are not both strings. Comma would be our better option. So I want the win score, and then I actually want to put the win value in there. Then I'm leaving some extra spacing, and I want it to print the cat score. The reason I'm doing extra spacing is just for visual stuff, so it doesn't print all scrunched together. I'm spacing it out so it'll look a little bit nicer. Again, I want a colon after that, and then I want to use my quotes to close that out, and then I actually want to use the comma to add in the cat score. And remember that I have to type both cat score and win exactly as I typed it above. If not, I'm going to get an error. Okay? I'm going to want this to happen each time, that I want that to print out in each statement, right? At the end, no matter which one is chosen, each of these is going to happen. So once you get that set up, you can use it in multiple lines. So I'm going to paste it down here and paste it down here. Note, though, there are some differences. In tie things, I want it to just print it. I don't want anything to be added. But when the player wins, I do want a score to be added. And when the computer wins, I do want a score to be added. So I'm going to add that in right after this. So right below that computer wins statement, I've got to think about what I want to add to. Well, the computer score was being stored as win. So a win is now going to be win, the win value of 0, and then I need to add 1 to the score, right? If they win, they were at 0, but now they're going to be at 1. If they were at 1, they're now going to be at 2. Note additionally, you could also do the plus equals. Let me retype that. Plus equals and 1, and that will also add 1 to win. That's kind of the shorthand. I'm going to go back to the longhand because I know for many when you're starting out in computer science, this makes more sense. I'm taking that win value, adding 1, and now it's my new win score. Okay. Note, same thing. I don't want to change my tie, but I do want to change what happens when the player wins. My player is being stored as cat score, and that is going to be cat score plus 1 as well. Then I want to run and check it, right? Does this appropriately work? Let's pause for a minute. So let's say I choose rock, it says that the computer chose paper. Paper covers the rock, and so the computer wins. So win score is actually the computer, and it got a 1. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to happen. Again, note my bad spacing, how this is all bunched together, but let's keep going. What if I choose rock again, hoping that they're going to choose something different? Dang it, they didn't. They still chose paper, so they still win, and now their score is 2. I'm still at 0. Note how it's keeping track as we go. That's kind of cool. So rock and rock, that's a tie. Nobody gets anything there. So let's keep going. What if I keep choosing rock? Oh, they chose paper. They got to 3. Now, note, this is a very unfair game because I don't have scissors. So if I'm choosing rock, I literally can't win. But that's okay. This is just for demonstration purposes. And note that the win score got to 3. So in my game, when I was giving you instructions to stop at first 1 to 3 wins, you get to choose when you want to end the game. If you want it to be 3, that's fine. If you don't want it to be 3, you can stop at any point that you want. But right now, this is just going to continue as long as I type something appropriate. If I type in something that isn't rock, paper, or scissors, what if I just type R? Okay, player chooses R, and look, nothing happened. No score got added because it's not in here. It doesn't work, right? And so paper, when I type paper, paper does work, and that's something that I have specified. So now note, paper and paper, it's a tie, nobody got it, but scissors is not in there yet. So if I choose scissors, there's no winner because that's not a choice option. So we do have to think about what happens when the user doesn't type something incorrectly and they're like, why am I not getting a score? I typed in scissors, or I typed in R, or I typed in P, I'm not getting a score. Why is that not appearing? We are going to have to think about some way to deal with that situation, right? What do we do when the player types in an input that's not accepted, not something that I've specified in my code? And that's why I told you to leave off the else statement, because we're going to want something else to print out when that happens. So I'm going to do stop, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my else statement right now before I worry about trying to figure out how do I get it to stop at 3. My else statement, I don't specify what it is. It's everything that's not specified up here is the else. So if that happens, I want it to print and say that input is confusing, right? I'm lost. I don't get it. The computer doesn't recognize that. Please follow the directions. Please read the directions and type only rock, paper, or scissors. All other inputs are not accepted. Period. So else, and no score is going to update, right? I could add a score update that lets you know that it's at the same. If you wanted to copy that score statement down, you certainly could. Totally up to you. But now let's watch this when this runs. So that now if the player chooses, let's say they just choose an R. R was not something that's allowed, right? Because they either have to choose rock or paper. So if they choose that, it gives them an explicit instruction that says, please only type that, something along those lines of that the computer can't accept those inputs. That way that they're aware that nothing's counting, right? And then they go back to player choice. Okay, so I read the instructions, now I type rock. Okay, now, again, it's scoring. And if we take a look, the win score is at 1, the cat score is at 0. My only 2 options are paper and rock at this point, so I am going to lose no matter what. But I want to keep track of the score of where we're at. Oh wait, I forgot. If I choose paper and rock, I can win. Sorry, I didn't think about that option. So if I choose paper, I cover the rocks since the computer can choose rock, and now we're both at a tie game. Now, the only way I can win is with paper. So if I want to win, I'm going to have to type paper into my very simplistic game because that's simply the only option where I win. And I'm going to prevent the computer from scoring any ever by always typing paper because they don't have the scissors option. Okay, so again, note how it's keeping track of score, and this now just goes on for forever. So we're going to need to find a way of how do I end this. So we've got to think about our while statement up here, and what would you type in to make this end, right? What does the cat score or what does the win score need to be? So instead of true, we actually might want to specify what cat score is, or what the win score is. So if I do and, win equals, and then I type in, and this is 2 equals actually, because again, I want it to check for the equality, right? If it's equal to a certain number, and if it is, I want it to end there. So let's say I want the cat score. So if I choose 3 and the win score is 3, it's not going to end till both are at 3. So if I stop and run this, it's going to keep going until they both end 3. And actually, let's go ahead and lower that so you can see what happens when they're both 1. Just because I want to save time in the video, I know this is getting long. So we'll make it end a little faster. This would work the same way as if we had chosen 3, but now we're just looking for 1 instead. Oh, I've got an issue. What do I have going on? Why is it not running? That is a very good question. Okay, I will probably have to go in and mess with this some more. But we should have something that allows us to, cat score equals 1. I don't understand why it's not running. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and end this video here, and I'll pick up with figuring out what's going on in my code.